Steve Largent may not have been the fastest or the flashiest wide receiver to ever grace the NFL, but his quiet determination, precise route running, and unmatched consistency made him one of the most respected and productive receivers in football history. From a standout career at the University of Tulsa to becoming the first player in NFL history to surpass 100 touchdown receptions, Largent's journey is one of perseverance, discipline, and quiet excellence. Early life and background. Stephen Michael Largent was born on September 28, 1954, in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Raised in a modest household, Largent's early years were not marked by the type of national fanfare that often surrounds future football legends. He was undersized as a child and continued to be physically unimposing even through high school. At Putnam City High School in Oklahoma City, Largent was a solid player but not a standout. He didn't attract major college attention and was largely overlooked by big programs. Instead of giving up, Largent enrolled at the University of Tulsa, where he would quietly begin crafting the skills that would eventually make him a Hall of Famer. In college, Largent didn't possess blazing speed, but he developed a reputation for exceptional hands, intelligent play, and a tireless work ethic. He learned to read defenses with precision and mastered the subtle art of creating separation from defenders. Over his college career, he racked up 2,385 receiving yards and 29 touchdowns. Still, despite his college success, many NFL scouts remained skeptical of his potential at the professional level. In the 1976 NFL Draft, Largent wasn't selected until the fourth round, 117th overall, by the Houston Oilers. However, his time in Houston would last only a few weeks. The Oilers traded Largent to the Seattle Seahawks for an eighth-round pick before the regular season began, a decision that would haunt Houston and launch Largent into NFL stardom, building a legacy in Seattle. Steve Largent joined the Seahawks in their inaugural season in 1976. Seattle had no legacy, no established identity, and no star players. Largent would quickly become the face of the franchise. In his rookie season, Largent caught 54 passes for 705 yards and 4 touchdowns. For a rookie on an expansion team, these numbers were impressive. But more importantly, Largent began to demonstrate the attributes that would define his career: perfect timing, sharp route running, and incredible consistency. By the late 1970s, Largent had already cemented himself as a reliable target. In 1978, he posted his first 1,000-yard season with 1,168 receiving yards and 8 touchdowns. Over the next decade, he would become one of the most consistent receivers in NFL history, producing 7 1,000-yard seasons in total. His chemistry with Seahawks quarterbacks, particularly Jim Zorn and later Dave Krieg, was built on mutual trust and hours of precise practice. Largent's performances were often understated but remarkably effective. He wasn't a trash talker. He didn't seek the spotlight. Yet defenders respected him because he beat them regularly, even when they knew what was coming. Records and milestones. When Largent retired in 1989, he held nearly every major career receiving record in NFL history. Most receptions, 819. Most receiving yards, 13,089. Most touchdown receptions, 100. Most consecutive games with a reception, 177. These numbers are even more impressive considering the era in which he played. Largent thrived in a time when defenses had more leeway in physical coverage and offensive schemes weren't as pass-heavy as today. His records were a testament to durability, concentration, and mastery of the receiver position. Largent made the Pro Bowl 7 times and was named first-team All-Pro once, in 1985, when he posted 1,287 yards and 6 touchdowns. That same season, he was named the NFL Man of the Year, a recognition of his leadership and character on and off the field. In 1988, Largent made NFL history by becoming the first player to reach 100 touchdown receptions. It was a moment that solidified his place among the greats. He retired after the 1989 season at age 35, leaving behind a body of work that helped define the wide receiver position. Playing style and influence. Steve Largent was never the biggest, strongest, or fastest player on the field. What set him apart was his technique. He ran routes with surgical precision. He had a near-telepathic connection with his quarterbacks. He caught nearly everything thrown his way and rarely dropped passes. He studied film relentlessly, learning defensive tendencies and how to exploit gaps in coverage. You couldn't intimidate him. You couldn't throw him off his rhythm. Largent was a craftsman, and his work ethic became a model for future generations of receivers. Players like Chris Carter, Marvin Harrison, and even Jerry Rice have cited Largent as an inspiration. More than that, Largent proved that a receiver didn't need to be flashy to be elite. He did his job, did it well, and let the results speak for themselves. Life after football. Steve Largent's impact didn't end when he hung up his cleats. After retiring from football, he entered politics, winning a seat in the U.S. House of Representatives in 1994 as a Republican from Oklahoma. He served 4 terms and was respected for his integrity and moderate stance on many issues. In 2002, he ran for governor of Oklahoma but narrowly lost in a close and hard-fought race. After leaving politics, Largent stayed involved in public service and charitable work. He also served as the president and CEO of CTIA, the Wireless Association, advocating for technology and telecommunications policy. Largent was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 1995, his first year of eligibility. His induction speech reflected his humility and gratitude. "I played because I loved the game," he said, "not because I wanted to break records or be famous." The Seattle Seahawks retired his number 80 jersey, and in 1989, he was honored as the first inductee into the Seahawks Ring of Honor. Legacy. Steve Largent's legacy is multifaceted. On the field, he helped redefine what it meant to be a receiver: precision, consistency, and reliability over showmanship and speed. He set a new standard and showed that hard work and intelligence could elevate you to the elite ranks of professional sports. Off the field, he remained a role model. His foray into politics, his community service, and his dedication to family have only deepened the respect fans and peers have for him. Today, in a league full of highlight reel catches and superstar personas, Steve Largent stands as a symbol of quiet greatness. He wasn't the loudest or the flashiest, but few were better.